Welcome, dear listener, to the Believe It podcast, hosted by Turtle Graveyard. Join Turtle and his co-host Corn and Flash as they interview and chat with interesting guests each week, discussing life, games, and content creation. This podcast is recorded live. If you want to ask questions or watch live, tune in at 11 p.m. Eastern each Saturday at twitch.tv/turtlegraveyard. Mental health will be discussed during the episode. Please keep in mind that the host, co-hosts, and guests are not experts, and if you need help, please seek it from a professional. Also keep in mind that the opinion of said hosts, co-hosts, and guests are their opinions. Thank you for listening.
The button.
Oh, I broke it. Yes. Yes, I hit it. I was waiting on the intro thing to play through the whole way, and now I forgot I didn't change from a 4-spot thing.
Do
My
you
audio
also?
sound okay too?
Does it sound
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah, sounds pretty good.
Audio sounds great, I think. We're live, we're not recording, so I think we're good there. Are we broken? I think we're good.
You sure?
Auto!
I don't.
Okay, we're definitely streaming because Auto just resubbed. Anyways, all right, guys, Believe It podcast, episode 69. Nice. I'm your host, Turtle. We got Flash here beside me, and our guest tonight is AK47Whiskeyshott. Welcome on in. Whiskey, how are you?
I'm doing good, man. How about yourself?
Not too bad, not too bad. How was everybody's week?
I had a good week.
I had a crazy week. Yesterday I realized that we were finally in October after everything. So,
I mean, we are only a couple weeks away now from EGPA, so that's awesome. I am excited about that. And we played that awesome game that I need to buy myself a copy of, that the drunken game. Oh, the Red Dragon Inn.
Yeah. That was a good game.
That board game was super, super fun. How'd you like the rap battle, Turtle? I did not get a chance to watch it yet, but I will be watching that probably tonight. I was getting things ready for today. And I took a nap. I'll check my messages and tell you who it was exactly, but Otto always finds those like epic rap battles online, and he found me a super one that he thought I would like. Let me see who that was. That was Hannibal Lecter versus Leatherface.
Oh, it's one of those.
Yeah.
I thought it was like gonna be like an actual rap battle that Otto just stumbled upon.
No. Otto also sent me one with Naruto, a Naruto character, I think, and it was pretty funny. But all right. So Whiskey, of course. A little background that I do remember off the top of my head. If I say anything wrong, please stop me and tell me I'm an idiot. Whiskey is something fancy at Regiment. I forget the label. Content director. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're connected to Regiment, which is a esports team.
All veteran / active duty military esports org.
Okay. So you have to be a veteran. You have to be a veteran in general just to be associated, I guess.
No, you don't. We have supporter roles within the Discord. We currently have like roughly almost 70,000 members, and not all of them are some of them are like dependents, or some of them just have family in the military that they just like to support Regiment for.
That's pretty cool. Because I definitely was interested. Okay. All right. Also, do you like compete with on the Valorant team there as well, or
we used to have a Valorant team and I competed with it? Yeah.
I was gonna say either Valorant or music is the two things I ever see you doing. Is those two things?
I don't play Valorant anymore though. I hate that game. It's dog shit. I won't play it ever again. I play Overwatch. Game's so bad. It's a good game, but the community is so shit. Like I hate the Valorant community with everything that I have.
That's valid.
I hate them.
I mean, to be honest with you, the main game that I'll go to battle for is Rainbow Six Siege. But I'll tell you that the community is fucking horrible.
Most communities are horrible. They have a big esports scene.
Which I don't understand.
It's cool to watch, but I don't really like playing it. I don't like the mechanics of it.
Is it Is
I
it
mean,
the
that's
destruction?
understandable.
Is it the destruction? Is it the leaning for the aiming?
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like the
Shit,
leaning. I
just
only
like
played it one time. But I don't like it. I don't know. It's cool to watch. Like I'll watch it. I'd rather watch something else. But I mean, if it's on
that's how I
something
feel
to
about
watch,
League of
I'll go cheer.
Legends. It's just like
Oh,
overly technical, and I just don't feel like learning it. But I'll watch it any day of the week.
I feel
You
that.
know, that's fair because I'm the same way with our friend here in chat, Otto. He plays a bunch of like the Soulsborne style games, RPGs, things like that. I can't get
Yeah.
into a lot of those, but I very, very much enjoy watching him play them.
I wanted so badly to like Baldur's Gate 3, man, and I watched the gameplay and I was like, yeah, I think I'll like this. I don't like it. I played it for like 30 minutes, if that, and I was like, well, there goes $70. Nice.
Competitive games typically will get those communities, unfortunately. Oh yeah, completely, Otto, completely. Okay. And the next thing that we know about you, Whiskey, is that you're military. Well, ex-military. Ex-military. You were a Marine. How many
I was
years?
Marine Corps. Two.
2 years.
Got out early.
Are you open with talking about what happened?
I got diagnosed with PTSD, insomnia, severe anxiety disorder, adjustment disorder, and severe depression. So like anything that could be wrong with a person, I pretty much have.
Just checked all the
But-
boxes off.
Yeah. It's a walking red flag. It's fine. It's okay.
Do you have any stories or anything from your time that you either good, bad, anything that you?
I have a funny story.
Okay. What you got?
So I had to go to a couple psych wards and they put me on sleeping medicine and then they put me on what else did they put me? Prozac or whatever. I think it was Prozac. It was the one for like PTSD and depression, all that shit. Well, my first night I took like the sleeping pills or whatever to like help me sleep because insomnia and all that fun stuff, you know. I got woken up to my staff sergeant banging on my barracks door. And I crawl out of bed and I'm like, what staff sergeant? Like it's an effing Saturday. Like what do you want? Like what did I do wrong? He was like, Bennett, it's an effing Wednesday. Like you have 20 minutes to get to the shop. And my hair wasn't done. And I had long hair. So my hair was like down to a little bit like in the middle of my butt pretty much is where my hair was. And it's really thick too. So I hurry up and got ready, went to the shop, and he didn't say a word to me. He opened up his drawer and gave me a flathead. And all he said was, you're going to landscape today. And I had to go around the entire building, every sidewalk crack. I had to scrape out every piece of dirt, every piece of grass, everything. Yep. It sucked. It's funny though, looking back at it. I think it's
I feel like I've heard some crazy stories on that other podcast. Quite a few that compare, not exactly the same thing, but compare to as nuts as that.
Oh yeah, it's always like just stupid shit. I remember one time when I was working in the motor pool, the freaking gunnery sergeant, he told me, he was like, hey, you need to take down all the blinds and power wash them. Power wash the blinds. And I looked at him and I was like, Gunny, I was like, that's gonna break the blinds, man. Like, what do you like? It's gonna break the blinds. Like, I can sit there and I can like scrub them or let them soak, but power washing them is gonna break the damn blind. He was like, and he got so mad at me. He was like, Bennett, don't give me attitude. Like, just take them all down and go power wash them. And I was like, all right, Gunny, I'll do it.
I'll do it, but you're not gonna like it.
No, it was so bad. And so I had them all laid out. You know, I think it was like between like 4 and 6 of them. And I turned on the power washer and it was like this ghetto ass little power washer. It looked like it was from fucking Vietnam, bro. Like this thing was just ridiculous, man. Like I hardly even knew how to use the damn thing. And turned it on and Gunny's looking at me through the window, just looking at me with an angry face. And I broke the blinds and then I got yelled at for it. Even though I told him exactly what was going to happen. And I'm like, I really question how you got this rank because you're really not. I don't think you're all there, man. I just do not think you're all there, dude.
All right, Otto. Have a good one, man. Um, so another thing that when I was kind of getting ready, and everything, I was looking, and I knew I recognized whenever I went and looked at. I told you I found the SoundCloud with a couple songs, and they're all great. Especially there was the one cover that I really did like, and it'll take me a minute to look at it again, but figure out which one it was. But the one cover I really, really did like, but one of the pictures looked familiar. And I was like, wait, I've seen this before, and it was your fucking caption that made me remember this one picture. Your one caption was, it was either Starbucks or Dunkin'. You said ran out of pumpkin spice. I laughed my fucking ass off at that shit because
that was me with the gun, wasn't it?
Yes.
What was it, like an AR?
Yeah.
AR?
Yeah. I don't know why that's how I fucking remembered that, but I was just like, okay, this is fucking hilarious. I really really can't wait to talk to this person sometime. but yeah, so it made me think about guns for whatever fucking reason. Do you have a preferred carry?
My preferred carry? I don't carry. Actually, I don't own any guns. I'm a felon. No, I'm kidding. Gotcha, bitch. No,
That was good. That was good. That was good.
No, I really don't own any guns though. I don't carry anything like that. I don't really know if there's a reason. Well, I have really expensive taste.
This is fair.
Everything known to man. But also due to what happened to me in the Marine Corps, I have severe panic attacks around guns. It sucks. Like I've shot guns since I left the Marine Corps and all of that stuff.
Thank you, Vamp.
But it I don't know, it freaks me out. So I'm trying to slowly get myself over that because I do believe it is important to carry. And I'm one of the it's so funny because I'm like the biggest person to vouch for women carrying because in the world that we live in, you need to carry something, And yeah, so I don't own anything. I probably should get on that though. But yeah, I don't know. I got a new job and I'm getting paid a lot more money, so W me. So I'll be able to afford all my fancy shit that I like.
Did you have any, since you say you have expensive taste, do you have your eyes on any that you wanted to get whenever you get the chance?
I want a flamethrower.
I mean, that would be fun. Yes, a flamethrower would definitely be fun.
I found one for like $500, and I was like, okay. Well,
that's
only
less
500.
That's less than I just paid for my new Glock.
Oh, what Glock do you have?
I just got a 19X.
Nice.
And then I have a 43X that I keep on my desk.
Oh, nice. There you go. Well, I don't really know. It's crazy because my name's AK47Whiskeyshott, but I like ARs. Okay. I just like ARs. The only reason why it's AK47, is in my name and all that stuff is because I made it back when I was in high school, dog. And AR-15 whiskey shot just sounds whack. All right. That's
AK-47 does fit better. It flows off the tongue better.
Better, So, but I mean, I'll probably own a couple AKs, But I'm probably gonna get an AR and just fully max it out, build it, just make it put thousands of dollars into it.
I think I put like 900 or 1100 in mine, so that makes sense.
That gun you saw me holding, that AR, that's like $10,000, not including the gun. Like I'm talking all the specs on it and everything, fully rebuilt it. Yeah. Oh yeah. So. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
I mean that means that means you went all out on the cosmetics and everything. But I mean, you did say you have the expensive taste.
Top notch. Well, yeah, he has top notch. So that was my buddy's, obviously.
Oh, okay.
That's not mine. No. That's not mine. No, that's my buddy's. He went to MARSOC and went through all the school training and all that stuff, which is it's like the Marine equivalent to Navy SEALs, I guess is the best way I can explain that.
Okay.
But he was in the Marine Corps too. He's one of my buddies I grew up with. But no, he's really big into all that stuff. So.
Okay.
He builds the shit out of his guns, man. His guns are insane.
Are you gonna let him build yours?
An arsenal. I mean, I'll probably get tips from him just because I know how to shoot guns. I don't really know much about the best type of scope to get or anything like that, or stocks, I just like to shoot them. I don't really know as much as I want to.
That's me. I don't know how, like, if like I didn't put my AR together. I was told, hey, grab this. I got the tips like you were saying, and then I took it to a friend and said, hey, the parts are in, help. Can you also show me how to do this so that if I would want to build one later, I could possibly do it? But there's certain things like the trigger assembly. I don't trust myself putting together the trigger assembly.
Oh, I can do that. I can take apart guns and put them back together. We had to do it in the Marine Corps. That
Okay,
doesn't bother me.
that
But,
makes sense
what's
though. That
hard
makes
for me
sense.
yeah, yeah, I guess, yeah. But what's hard for me is like I only want the top-notch shit. Because I'd rather like pay more money for something that's gonna last me longer than have to pay triple that replacing the same shit part. You know what I mean?
That
That's how I
yeah
feel with
yeah yeah.
everything. So yeah, I'll probably just go to him and be like, hey, I want my build to be like yours, just different in different ways or whatever, I guess. I don't know. I'll just go to him for tips and tricks. I'll probably be able to build it myself. I could figure it out. There's probably a Chris fix on YouTube, but for guns.
I'm hoping that Turtle learns enough so that when it's time for me to buy some guns, he can point me in the right direction.
Dude, I can as far as buying them, I can point you in a couple different directions. Like if I don't buy Glock, I like Canic. Like my Canic, I have the TC9, I believe it is. And it's the one I'm the most accurate with. I'm not accurate yet with my Glocks for whatever reason. I don't know if they have the Glock. Whenever I went and bought my 19X and I told them like the issue I was having with my 17, they said that it might have been the Glock block might not have been removed or whatever, because they said that it's a normal thing for them to shoot bottom left if they have that.
Oh, I don't know. I just know Glocks are like incredibly reliable.
They are, and
that's what my boyfriend carries. He carries a 19.
And I loved my 17, but whenever I had heard about the 19X being like, I think it's the 17 frame, but with the 19's barrel length or whatever, I was like, okay, bet. This, and then I held it. And I was like, this is perfect. I'll trade my 17 in for this. Yeah. And that's what I did.
Love 19s.
My brother-in-law has a 19 that he takes to competition shooting, like the what's it called? PSA? Is it PSA that has the? There's some type of shooting competition that he goes to that's like 2 hours away here in PA. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, you go have fun. I just carry and I go to the range every couple weeks to work on things.
Yeah. Hell yeah,
man. So then we talked military background. As far as gaming, like what got you actually into the content things and everything?
Like streaming?
Yeah. What got you into the streaming and I guess gaming background as well?
Okay, word. So when I was younger, I didn't get like my own setup or like console or anything until I was 18, and it was like a couple weeks before I shipped off to boot camp.
Really?
Yeah, I grew up playing like Halo. I love Halo. Halo, Paradise City was always a fun one.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a little car racing game. And then what else did I play? I played a lot of Minecraft.
Okay.
Really enjoyed that, and obviously like Black Ops 2. I love Black Ops 2. But I always played on my friend's like Xbox whenever I went over to his house. I don't know. We grew up like very close. I always stayed with them like over the summer a lot. They called me like their summer sister. I miss them. They seem to be doing really good though, thankfully. But yeah, so before that, I had a GameCube and I'd play Simpsons like Road Rage and Simpsons like Road Rage Hit and Run or something like that. But when it comes to streaming, I mean, when I was in the Marine Corps, I had my Xbox with me. I had an Xbox One. That was my first ever console, and it was used. I bought it from GameStop. And then I gave it to my dad. My dad has it now. But
okay.
Because I have a PC now. But before that, anyways. So I would play like Black Ops 3, Black Ops 4, like all that fun stuff, and then Modern Warfare. 2019, and that's when I got really into quick scoping. Well, after I got home from the Marine Corps, I had this group of like some of them were vets, some of them were just people who just like playing Call of Duty, and all of them streamed. They were like, "Yo, Whisk, like you need to stream." And I was like, "You're out of your damn mind." I was like, one, I'd get banned in 2 seconds. That was back when I was like, because I was like fresh out of the Marine Corps, man. I was a violent little human being, man. Oh, I got into shit, man. Like, I was violent. I was vulgar. Like, I was not, I wasn't the best, like, nicest person, especially on games. I was toxic. It's Call of Duty. How are you not going to be toxic, right?
This is
Especially
fair.
Yeah.
This
you
is
gotta
fair.
fight for your life.
It's my
bruh.
favorite part about shooter games is you can just be as toxic as you want.
Oh yeah, it's awesome. But yeah, no, and they got me into it, and I was like, fine. And my buddy sent me a webcam, and he was like, now you have to stream because I sent you this. I spent my money on this, so therefore now you have to. And I was like, all right, cool, F you, man, but I'll do it. And then I was able to go full time within like a couple months of streaming, and I was streaming off of a little shitty ass laptop and an Xbox and all that stuff, and I was making good money doing that off of Twitch, um, and all that stuff, and then yeah, I don't know, and then my other buddy, who is also a veteran, he gave me my first PC because he upgraded his PC. He got a whole new PC, and he was like, "Hey, since you stream and stuff, like I want to give this to you," and I was like, "Holy shit, like that's crazy." So I got that, and that's when I started getting into like Valorant and all that stuff. I hated Valorant at first, man. I was struggling because I've always played controller, and when
Mhm.
I played controller, I played claw. So going from claw on controller to this is
So
like,
it's a big jump.
oh yeah, But then I got better with quick scoping because I feel like quick scoping is just way better on mouse and key, anyways. It just feels way smoother, but. Yeah,
That's
and
something I
now
was
now I'm
never able to
here.
do. I still
What,
to
quick
this
scope?
day cannot quick scope.
Oh, dude, I was filthy, man. I didn't use no Car 98 or SPR bullshit. Hell nah, dude. I mained AX50 and HDR. Man, the clips I have hit, dude. I was undefeated in 1v1s before I quit COD. I was undefeated. It was insane. I
Okay.
was really good, man. I lived and I breathed Call of Duty.
I
I mean, I would be pulling like 17-hour streams on the daily, bruh. Like,
I,
just
I stopped
constantly
playing
streaming.
COD. I stopped
Me
playing COD.
too.
I stopped after Black Ops 2. And then I bought Black Ops 4 because I saw all the like operators and whatnot. I was like, okay, these guys seem cool. I'll go and buy this one. And then what sold me on it was the zombies looked interesting, and you could play offline like games like just against bots. I was like, okay, I'll just crank these up and whatever, because I still didn't have Xbox Live. I don't think I didn't have Xbox Live. I was mainly playing on PS4 and whatnot, but I had an Xbox for whatever reason. I don't know. But that's what I was playing. That's what I was playing. I had both. I always wanted both, so that because I always loved Gears of War. I love Gears of War. I preferred it over Halo. I couldn't stand Halo. I still can't stand Halo. But I prefer Gears.
What the frick, man?
I
Halo is so much better than Gears.
bullshit.
Period.
Bullshit.
Period.
Bullshit.
Nah, this is a hill I'll die on, bruh. You wrong for that.
No, it's whatever. The other co-host Corn, he tells me that I had a bad experience playing Halo because I played it alone. That apparently playing it with people, it's better. I'm like, okay, whatever, we'll try it. You hate Halo? Yes, Nodis, I hate Halo. But fight me for it. I don't care. Whatever.
I will.
I'm sure you will.
Yes, dog.
I'm sure that the moment that I actually boot up the Master Chief Collection and play it with other people, I'll probably have a better time. I probably will.
You probably will. Because being going from like Gears of War to playing Halo by yourself, I feel like that's such a huge difference, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Because you're used to Gears of War and you probably have friends over there that you play with or whatever. So then playing Halo alone, like, yeah, I think you need to try it with friends. It's really fun.
What I think it was I played the Gears campaigns with my brother, And whenever he picked up the controller to try to play Halo with me, whenever I did try Halo, he was just like, yeah, no, I don't like this. So it was like an immediate, okay, well then I'll try it by myself, and I was bored. And we didn't have Xbox Live. We only played it offline, the campaigns. So I've never played a single minute of Halo Online.
Oh, it's so much fun, dude.
Well, I feel like
I used to play Infected all the time, bro. That was my shit.
Infected and oh shit, what's the one game where
I played Infected on COD.
It's like hammers against swords, and you have to score the ball.
Okay.
I never played that one. I don't know.
It was like a really popular Halo Reach game mode, but I feel like every like first person shooter game is just boring by yourself. But that's just me.
But I mean, the thing is, Halo doesn't have the Lancer. I can't chainsaw nobody in Halo. I can chainsaw people in Gears.
Energy sword them. You just energy sword them, dude. It's so satisfying.
An energy sword that lights up and everything is so cool.
But I still prefer I still prefer a automatic rifle that also can chainsaw somebody. I prefer that. But I'm sure I'll find a weapon that I'll love as well in Halo if I ever give it another chance. I'm sure I will.
Halo Infinite's pretty fun because you can like grapple hook around and like.
I can grapple hook?
Yeah, you can like swing around the map and just gravity hammer someone in the face. It's
a
lot of fun.
I can go from Batman to Thor in 0.5 seconds. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. Okay, you might have sold me on that. Okay. I'll give it a chance.
I always like the older Halos versus the newer ones.
Oh yeah,
okay.
Well I mean
I
that's
didn't like Infinite really.
Infinite on launch was pretty bad, but it's they're actually updating it, which makes it fun.
Yeah.
He was confused over there.
Okay. So Whiskey, apparently, so Flash here works with the founder of VGC USA. That is a nonprofit that was at DreamHack in Dallas, and apparently they saw you guys there. They saw Regiment had to.
But I wasn't there.
Oh, you weren't there.
No, I wasn't in DreamHack. It was a last minute thing.
Oh.
Yeah, I wasn't in there.
So
there was like 20 of them there though. There was a lot of people there.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Have you gone to any of those things with Regiment?
I went to Dallas last year. What was it? What was the thing called? Loot Fest. That's what I did. Went there, got absolutely slammered, bruh. I was tanked every night that I was there, man. It was so bad. So bad. Yeah, and then I'm also going to TwitchCon in a couple weeks, actually.
That's in a couple weeks?
Yeah.
Sometime in November.
No, it's not. It's October.
It's October.
19th through the 23rd. I come back home on the 23rd.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll be fun. I'm going to help run the booth, and we're having a huge after party. We got one of the bars rented out, and it's like a gamer bar. I think it's called like the Nerd Bar or something like that, but it's going to be wicked. Chris, the CEO of Regiment, is trying to get me to do like a little gig there.
Oh.
And I was like, I'm not bringing my guitar to Vegas on a 4-hour flight. I was like, I got too much money in these bad boys, not happening.
Oh shit, it's in Vegas this year? Because where was it last year? Was it?
I don't know.
Probably like LA or something.
California. Yeah, I thought it was in Cali.
Yeah, it was probably somewhere.
Why is it always so far? Why is this always so far away? It needs to come over to the East Coast because
that's where all the money is, dude.
Whatever.
Yeah, literally.
That's where like 90% of content creators are.
Yeah.
And
then there's me, just a little redneck in Ohio.
We're in PA, so I get you.
Oh, you guys are close to me then.
Yeah, my wife actually went to college right outside of Pittsburgh. So.
Oh, word? Nice.
So there's been times there's stuff I want to do in Ohio. I'll tell you that. Like I do want to go to
what?
I want to go to
what's there?
The NFL Hall of Fame is over there.
Oh.
That's in Ohio? Why is it in Ohio?
Fuck if I know.
I didn't even know it was in Ohio.
Fuck if I know. But it is.
Probably paid a lot of money for
that. It's just like I want to go to New York. I want to go to Cooperstown to the MLB Hall of Fame.
Oh, that's what my boyfriend and I might be going to that. He's a pilot, and one of his friends is also a pilot, and we might be going to New York. They're gonna fly us there and all that stuff. Maybe
Interesting.
we don't know if it's gonna happen yet or not, but to literally for the sole purpose of seeing the MLB Hall of Fame thingy,
Okay.
Nice.
which clearly I know so much about sports and stuff.
Sports is my thing. It's one of my things. I music, concerts, things like that. I love as well. Uh,
Oh, samesies.
when was your last? Have you gone to any concerts recently?
Yup, I saw Whiskey effing Myers again, and it's my all-time favorite freaking band. I got a guitar pick from them.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, yup. It's the only guitar pick I'll play with now. And it was the one, the lead singer, Cody Cannon, he actually played it and then he threw it into the crowd and I got it.
Nice.
And
That's
my
pretty dope.
boyfriend thinks that he has a crush on me because he was staring at me the entire time. And I was like, I think it's because I was the only one in the crowd who was singing along to every single song. You know, everybody else was just kind of standing there all lame and shit. And I was like jumping around. Like I had these up like the entire time. You know, I was going crazy. It was so much fun. That was a blast. I love Whiskey Myers. And then I saw them before that in Nashville. So that was super
Are they?
fun.
They're a country band, I'm guessing.
Well, it's like Southern rock.
Southern
I
rock.
think
Okay.
is how I would classify it. Because man, dude, they shred and he screams like he has a voice, man, and it makes me so mad because I've seen them 2 times live, right? And they're so much better live than on the recording because he just lets his vocals loose, man. When he's singing live, it is insane. And then like they'll have like the battle of the guitars damn near every song, and then they give the bass player like a bunch of solos, and then the drummers go crazy. It's awesome.
That's
Sick.
great.
Oh yeah, it's always a good time. I love Whiskey Myers so much. I literally like one of the sole reasons why I even like kind of want to pursue music is so that I would have the chance to write a song with Cody Cannon because that would be awesome. But I don't know, my music's kind of different. I mean, then again, it's just me and my guitar. Like I don't have a band or whatever.
hmm
But
I mean, you can.
I write really dark country. Like I write like I don't know if you listen to like Colter Wall or anything like that, but he kind of writes some dark twisted country and I write some dark shit, man. I write like
There,
I write some dark shit.
there's some country that like I've listened to and enjoyed. I used to never listen to any country at all. Now and then when I met my wife, she was like showing me some, and it's like, okay, not all of this is sad, like completely sad. Like,
Yeah, I write a lot of sad songs. I also write songs about like murder and shit like that. Like I write a lot of songs about just different shit.
like I enjoy my sad songs, but I don't like them. Where I'm at is I'm okay with sad songs as long as they're not like moving snail pace. I like it to have some type of something going on.
Like a faster pace rhythm.
Yeah. Like what I listen to is alternative rock mainly. Like all time low, set it off, and then I go like Black Veil Brides, Falling in Reverse, stuff like that. But then if I'm gonna listen to country though, like I'll listen like the couple that my wife have got me into is like Sam Hunt, Morgan Wallen, shit. There's a couple Luke Bryan songs that are okay. There's a couple of those that are okay.
Yeah.
Oh shit, there's another guy. There's another one that I enjoyed.
I highly suggest you look into Whiskey Myers.
If you covered their songs, I probably listened to them today and checked them out.
I do have a bunch of covers from them. I don't know. The type of country I listen to isn't the shit you hear on the radio. I listen to a lot of like red dirt country and
Chase Rice, that guy. That guy's alright. I don't mind that guy.
Yeah. I don't really like anything like that. I don't really like pop country. I like the nitty gritty shit. I like bluegrass. Like my papa was a famous fiddle player. All he did was bluegrass and gospel.
Okay.
And all that fun stuff. So I like shit like that. I like a good old steel guitar. I I don't know. My thing with music is I've always said that like music runs in my veins. Every song that I hear, I listen intently to every single thing about it. The rhythm, like the lyrics, like I listen to the drums, I listen to every instrument, like I can pick it all out. Um, and like that's like before we started the podcast, I was talking about how like I don't know if I really care about pursuing music that much because I'm never gonna change how I write my shit. I don't care if it plays on the radio or not. Um, I write
I
about
can
what
respect that.
I care about and I write about how I feel. All my songs I've written in 5 minutes or less. Um,
Really?
just because I just write from the heart. Whatever comes out, and that's what it is. Um, and a lot of this shit you hear, and I call it shit because it is shit. It's not country music. That's not country at all. Freaking George Jones is rolling over in his damn grave right now. It's ridiculous. And I do love George Jones. Poor Keith Whitley, man. Dude, like it's like I'm happy that they're living their best life and that they have fans and all that shit, but I just don't like it. I don't care about like drinking a beer and then seeing somebody with long tan legs and blonde ass hair. Like I just don't care about that. I care about what's in your heart and how you can tell if a country music artist is actually good or not is if you can feel everything that they say. Whether it's sad, whether it's happy, whether it's angry, doesn't matter. That's how I judge a good country artist, which is why I don't listen to the radio. All my shit, like half of the population who listens to country don't even know who the people who I listen to are, but they're good. They're really good, and it's always the best ones that never get enough credit, as I've seen.
I like that. I like the passion right there, because I mean that's the one thing that I always try to pick out is that's why there's certain times that like I'll go to a concert and I will try and sit there and really pay attention to the openers. And like I was just at a Black Veil Bride show in the middle of September, and I didn't have any idea who the two people that were opening for them were. But the one that was in the middle that was going on before Black Veil was Vivi, who apparently this is his new project after leaving the band Him. And they were terrible. They were absolutely terrible. The guy wasn't up there like trying at all, but he was just riding the coattails of what he did with the band Him like 30 years ago. Like, okay, whatever. But the band before them, Dark Divine, they went up there and they stole the fucking show. They were up there having a good fucking time. They were all fucking body painted up, and their guitars had fucking lights and shit going off of their frets, and they were just up there having a great performance. And I was so I've been like binge listening to them ever since. They're fantastic.
Yeah.
And then if Black Veil went up there and made me go back to my emo scene where I'm now painting my face up for everything I'm doing now, and I'm just like, whatever. Went back to my emo phase, and I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm gonna do it.
All right.
All right. Whiskey, you brought up that you like anime before we started.
Yeah, I do.
Do you have a top 5 animes?
I've only seen a couple animes. Demon Slayer is number 1. Akame ga Kill is number 2. That's it. I mean, I started watching this other one. I forget what it's called, but it's like a newer anime, and it was pretty good. I just can't remember what it's called because I haven't seen it in forever. I have watched Your Lie in April. I didn't like it.
Okay.
I don't like lovey-dovey stuff. I like anime that's gory. I like anime that's like dramatic. I mean, just stuff like that.
Have you heard anything about Death Note?
Yeah. So I messed up. I went to watch Death Note, and I watched the movie, except for it was the live action movie.
No.
I thought it was the show.
Oh no.
It wasn't. Yeah, it was gory as hell though, bruh.
Some of it follows the
within
anime.
Within the first 20 minutes, some dude's head is like cut off, rolling in like the middle of traffic, bro. And I was like, "Be so for real, this is crazy."
Mm-hmm.
I just never watched it after. I like the story behind Death Note though. I think that sounds pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
I like the concept. It sounds pretty cool. But
it was an anime I watched after Naruto, or maybe I took a break because Naruto's like 700 something episodes, so I took a break and I watched Death Note, and then I went back. I think that's actually how I did it. And I very, very much enjoyed Death Note. It's super good. I've now watched through it twice. But whenever you watch through it the second time, you can skip a whole section of it. But I won't spoil. But yeah.
I don't know if I'll watch it. I've been watching, like, I'm really into Greek or just like Norse mythology, Greek mythology. Like, I'm really into that stuff. I don't believe any of it's true, obviously. Like, I believe in God. I'm a Christian. But I do like that stuff. And my boyfriend and I watched, and it was only like 2 or 3 seasons, man, and that's it. But it's called Ragnarok, and
Interesting.
it's literally about Thor and but in modern day, and it's so intense. It's so good. But it's like a live action. It's not, anime or anything like that. But it would be cool in an anime. I feel like they could do a lot more with it if it was an anime. And I've been really into watching Suits.
Okay.
And I'm obsessed with Yellowstone.
Yellowstone I've heard very, very good things about, but I just haven't gotten into.
So good. I freaking golly, dude. I mean, I first started watching it when I broke my arm, and I had shoulder surgery, and
Oh shit.
when I fell off the horse, I hurt my back too. So my whole body was it was hurting. So I was like living on the couch. And I watched all of Yellowstone, and it's so good, man. I got my entire family into Yellowstone. And now my dad's so cute, bro. So I got him into watching Yellowstone, and he now wears like vests and stuff like John Dutton. It's so funny. And then another funny thing too about my dad is this dude. What was it? He watched what's the show? Peaky Blinders. So this dude watched Peaky Blinders with his brother, and now both of them have like the hats that they would wear and shit too.
That's how
Like,
obsessed
it's
I got with
so
Sons of
funny.
Anarchy. That's how I got in with Sons of Anarchy.
Anarchy is so good, man.
Sons of Anarchy is good.
Golly.
Have you seen Peaky Blinders, Austin?
No, I haven't. But I've heard.
What?
But again,
You need to
this is
watch
the
it.
second person now that has recommended it.
It's like stupid good. We literally have a cardboard cutout of Thomas Shelby in the office.
Oh,
here.
that's the bald guy? Oh, okay. I never knew who the bald guy was, but okay.
He's not
No,
bald.
he's
He's
not
Oh, I thought he
bald.
was.
No, he looks bald because he has a high end type, but he's not bald.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought
He's
it
wearing a
was
hat
I
so
thought he
you
was
can't
like
see his
Professor
hair.
X, bald, but was covering it. My bad.
Wow, he's got his his pose where he's just posted up.
Yeah, that guy. That guy.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Sons of Anarchy, I got that obsessed.
Golly. Did you ever get into the Mayans?
I watched like 2 episodes and was like, eh.
I watched the Mayans before Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah, you fucked up.
Dude, I was watching Sons of Anarchy like years
mean-
ago, like when it first came out.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love Sons of Anarchy, dude.
My
Well, it's like-
buddy got me into it. Like, he would pick me up from work whenever I didn't have my driver's license. He'd pick me up from work. We'd go get food, and then we'd go home, smoke a cigar, and then he would head home. But then the one day he was like, "Man, I need to get you to watch a show." I was like, "All right, you got 2 episodes. If you can get me into it in 2 episodes, I'll watch the whole thing." He showed me the first. We smoked, and then we watched the first episode of Sons, and I was like, "Yeah, you can go. I'm gonna go binge this for the rest of the day." And this was 2 weeks before the final season came out. And so I binged through the whole thing and caught up to where it was, and then was watching the final season as the episodes were coming out.
Dude, Sons of Anarchy is such an emotional roller coaster.
I cried
Like
3 times.
that show, I cried so many times. I mean, that show, man, like not only is the show incredible, but the music choices they did.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
I still like listen to the White Buffalo. They played a lot of their songs in Sons of Anarchy. I can play a couple of their songs on guitar, but man, the soundtrack to that show was intense.
And
dude. It
then
was
what's
so
her
good.
name? What's her name? Katie, who played Gemma. She had a couple songs in it too.
Did she really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, she's a
I
singer.
also haven't seen it in years.
Yeah, she's a singer, and
That was such an emotional roller
she's
coaster.
married to what's his name? Otto Delaney, who was Kurt Sutter, who was the writer.
What?
Yeah, Otto, the guy who bit his tongue off. That's the writer.
Wait, really? What? I
Yeah.
did not know that.
Yeah.
Um,
And him and Gemma are married.
Gemma pissed me off so much.
Yeah,
That
she
show.
did.
Dude,
I
he
was cheering the whole.
so annoying.
I was
Like,
cheering the whole time whenever Jax was lining up that shot on her, and then as soon as he did it, I started bawling my eyes out.
She just pissed me off so
Because
much.
so many of the times it was all her fault for shit happening. And then
Wait, that's Jax's girl, right? Gemma?
no. Gemma's
Gemma's
Jax's
the
mom. Yeah.
Oh no, see, I liked her attitude a lot. I was talking about who was Jax's, what was her name?
Tara.
Tara. I did not freaking like Tara, bro.
Oh yeah, I
She
wanted
made
her
me
shot.
so
I wanted
mad.
her
She
dead.
had no idea. Yeah, she had no idea what she wanted, and she was just so problematic. Like,
By
it
the
was
end of
so
it, I preferred
frustrating.
his freaking druggy girlfriend, Abel's mom. Wait, yeah, Abel? Yeah.
Yeah, Abel. Mhm.
Yeah, I preferred his mom by the end of it,
I
whenever she got
loved
cleaned up.
Opie was my favorite.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, for
His
sure.
death, dude, Opie's death, that killed me.
Oh
That
yeah,
killed
that was the first time I cried.
Have you ever seen the 100?
Yes.
Have you seen all of it or most of it? Do you know Lincoln? Do you know what happened to Lincoln?
As far as I know, I've seen it all. I'll have to
Okay, so
it's been a few years since I've
remember
watched it.
Lincoln, the bald guy?
Let me look up a picture. I'll be able to tell you if I knew him.
I haven't seen the 100 in years. I think I watched the first like season and a half.
I stopped
then just
watching
got-
after Lincoln died. I stopped watching after Lincoln's death. I literally could not handle it. That
That's
was the most horrific death of my entire life. And then obviously, like, I was watching it
Yes,
back in,
yes.
like, high
I remember
school
this
and shit
guy.
like that.
Yeah, I
So
remember
wanted
this guy.
to be Olivia Blake so bad. I was like, this is the prettiest woman on the entire face of the earth. I need to be her. I need to be her. I don't know if I want to be her or be with her, but either something needs to happen. She's so pretty. I'm obsessed with her, man. But yeah, I stopped watching that after Lincoln's death for sure. That crushed
My
me.
wife is super into that show, so
Is
we
it
unfortunately,
still, like going on.
as far as I know,
or
it's
is it
over. As far as I know, it's
Yeah,
over.
it's over, but there's so many seasons. Like, they just kind of kept it going.
Oh.
There's been so many shows that she's got me into in the past so long that I can't keep up with them all. Like, there's so many like overseas shows that she's gotten into, and she won't watch anime. She won't watch anything that's animated. She won't watch it. It has to be live
That's how I
action.
used
She
to be. That's how I used
watches-
to be, and then I watched Demon Slayer, and I was like, oh, okay.
So does she watch like K dramas and stuff?
Some, no,
Okay.
no, I don't think they're K. I think they're anything from like that's like. I think the furthest she goes is like oh fuck, why can't I think of it? Like British stuff. She'll watch like Canadian or British stuff.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, there's some good
A
Canadian
lot of
shows.
the best like shows and movies that I've seen, I hate to say this, but they're all not American.
I'm starting
Like,
to feel that
for
way.
example, like Ragnarok. That was in Norway. And you know how it has like voiceovers, English, so or whatever, that's how
Dubbed.
it was.
Dubbed.
Yeah,
basically.
it dubbed. Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
also how
pretty
I
much.
watch my anime. That's also how I watch my anime. Because I watch all.
I like
What?
I like it. I don't like it. I don't like it dubbed. I like it how it is. It's just so much more passion when it's like, and it's fine.
I
if
can
it's-
understand
I
that.
don't care about that. It's just I don't know, because I watched a lot of Demon Slayer like dubbed, like in English, and then I watched it in, like, what is it, Japanese, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I believe
watched
it's
it in
Japanese.
And I will never go back to watching animes that's not in like Japanese. Like, I just can't do it because it's just it makes the show way better.
So
my
I
opinion.
I understand where you guys are with that. I watch a lot of my anime at work. So I have to be listening to it in an earbud. Because
Yeah,
I work
that's
security, so sometimes I have to get up, walk over, check somebody, make sure they're not stealing any product, and then they can leave. So I'll prop my phone up, and then I'll have my earbud in, see somebody coming, go do that. I can't. And there's a lot of time, like in Naruto, there's a lot of dialogue, So if someone's talking a paragraph, and I have to pause, read, play, pause, read, play, I'd rather just listen to it in English.
Yeah, I understand that.
Sorry about that.
So maybe Naruto wasn't the best. Oh, already?
Pre-workout went straight through me, dude.
Already?
Yeah. It was bad.
Might be a record. Flash, do you got any animes that you would recommend for whiskey? Other than My Hero?
Well, she said she likes gory stuff. Hold on. I was just watching one and it was actually really good. But I forget the name.
I was gonna say
let me
either
look it
The
up.
Day I Reincarnated into a Slime, or
That one's not bad.
or fucking there was another one. Dr. Stone.
Dr. Stone's good. It's not gory though.
That's fair.
Kingdom's really good. Vinland Saga's really good.
Are you looking at your list?
Yeah, I have like an actual list of favorited stuff. Shoot, dude, there was like my library, maybe. I can't find it. I don't even remember.
You made a list online.
Well, yeah, Funimation lets you. Angels of Death. Angels of
didn't-
Death is really good.
I didn't know it was
Heard
on there.
That one's really good.
Yeah, that's like super fucked up.
Isn't Black Clover fucked up like that too?
Not as much as Angels of Death. But
That must not be the one I was thinking of then.
Yeah, but yeah, that's probably one if you're like really into the like gritty side of anime. That one's really good.
Now, are these ones on Netflix or are they somewhere else?
I watch them on Funimation, so I really
Crunchyroll.
yeah.
Okay.
So I think
doesn't one own the other now?
Yeah, I think Crunchyroll owns Funimation, or they're like partnered. I don't know. It's like one bought the other, and they're just like brother sister company now. But yeah.
You have so much G Fuel.
Yeah, I buy way too much. It keeps going.
Use code
That's not even
regiment for
I
discount.
Code regiment?
I use my friend's ambassador code.
What?
You probably make your friends so much money because of how much G Fuel you buy.
Oh, 100%. I mean, I met him because I like G Fuel so much, and I just reached out to him the one day and I was like, "Yo, I'm a big fan. I also love G Fuel. We should play Fortnite together." And then we did, and we just like hit it off. And I mean, yeah, no, he's a great guy.
Little bromance. Aw.
I didn't realize that Regiment had a code, or I'd be using it instead of King George.
Oh yeah.
They have their shaker bottle too, dude.
Yeah, we have our own shaker bottle. We're also partnered with a
Do you happen to have it? Do you happen to have it that you can show it off to me?
I don't have one.
Car. Hold on.
Oh, you don't have to do that.
No, my boyfriend is here.
I'm very interested.
Yeah,
Is it on? Like, is it available to buy right now?
As far as
Flash?
bottles go. I turned this down all the way. What were you saying, Austin? I couldn't hear you.
Gonna grab it for me.
Is it still available to buy, or is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Just checking before I get all excited in case if I like this thing.
I like, as far as G Fuel bottles go, ever since I started releasing the stainless steel ones, I try and veer away from the plastic ones.
I see ours is plastic with a tall one.
Yeah.
That's what I always used for my pre. Well, back when I was
Oh,
like.
wait, maybe you can't buy it right now.
I don't think you can. I think it was for a limited time.
Damn it.
Oh.
But it's probably gonna drop again. We'll see.
Probably.
I'll show it to you.
But well, right now I know what I'm planning on buying is the 2 new horror bundles that G Fuel's doing. They have one for Friday the 13th and one for Nightmare on Elm Street. I'm a big horror guy.
I love that. I'm probably gonna buy that actually.
As soon as those things drop, I am buying them. I have to have at least one of them, but I would prefer to have both. I feel like they're both gonna taste like fruit punch though. Flash, we had this talk, didn't we?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it looks like. I thought I saw it. I could have sworn I saw it as like you could redeem it with points.
I do like the logo.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
logo.
It's wicked. It's one of the big ones. I mean, I like it a lot.
Do you use it every day?
Well, I did before my shoulder decided to start acting up again. Yeah, I did.
Oh, from your surgery?
Oh yeah, dude.
From the
My
same
shoulder's, like,
injury? Shit.
yeah, it's so bad. Like I have, here, I can probably show it on here. That's my
Oh
scar. It
wow.
goes from there to like there.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have 7 screws right here, 3 here, and a big plate right there.
Damn.
And yeah, it did me pretty bad, man. I had to get a cortisone shot for how bad the pain is, but I mean, I can't. It literally hurts to even play like Overwatch. It hurts to play mouse and key. Like it hurts. It hurts
What did
all
you
the time.
do?
I fell off of a horse I was training.
Oh, that was
Wow.
that. It was that. Okay. Sorry.
Did the horse like
Yeah.
step on you or?
No, the saddle literally just fell apart.
Dang.
And yeah, the horse did nothing wrong. She
So
was
did you just like
really
land
hurt.
completely on?
No, I landed on my back, but with my arm like this. You know what I mean? So all of that
Oh.
pressure went up there, and my buddy was
Oh,
there because it was his
um,
parents' horses that I was training, and he thought I died because I was just laying there lifeless. And I was like, I woke up and I was like, dude, I think I dislocated my shoulder. It was so painful. I had dead arm. I couldn't move my arm, which is why I thought it dislocated it because it didn't look like it was broken. You know what I
Okay.
mean? But when I did that,
Mhm.
I snapped every single tendon. Like everything was messed up. Horrific. It was so bad, bro. It
Okay.
was so bad. And I went to the ER and I was like, I don't need an x-ray. Like, just pop my shoulder back into place. And he was like, we're going to do a full body x-ray. And I was like, no, you can x-ray my arm because I got to get back to training this damn horse. Like, I have to do this. Like, I gave her my word that I'd do it. You know what I mean? And he was like, no, he was like, we'll just do elbow up. And I was like, okay, cool, whatever, fine. And then as they were like rolling me out of like the x-ray room, I looked at the screen and it was the nastiest break. And you couldn't even tell. Like you couldn't even tell it was broken. But it kept on grinding and it was disgusting. Like, so this is how your bone's supposed to look, okay? This is how mine broke. Like,
Ooh.
Some Saw type
sharp
shit
It
right
edges
there.
just
on
completely
Sheesh.
shredded.
Yeah, it was nasty, bruh. Anyway, so yeah, that sucked pretty bad, man. That put me on my ass for a while. But I still played guitar. I just played it like a cello. I'd have it propped up and then my arm in my sling and I'd just play like that. And I still played mouse and key too. Like I still played Valorant. Cuz I obviously had a sling, so I would have my mouse and my lap on a mouse pad on a pillow that held it up, and that's how I would do it. I would just use my wrist. That's
Shit.
how I would still play Val. Yeah.
That and you were still winning games.
Yeah, I was still top fragging.
Damn champion.
Yeah, duh. I'm like the shit, you know what I mean? I wake up in the morning, I piss excellence. It's one of those things you can't really teach, man.
See, Flash, this is exactly what's going on in her arm is probably exactly how mine will be after I actually maybe would have surgery. I fucked up actually in about a week or two, it'll be 2 years since I broke my humerus here on my arm, but because of
That's what I did too.
because of my A1C, I can't have surgery. So my arm is still permanently crooked.
I like always
Oh my
like
god.
I always
Yeah,
forget
yeah,
that
it's
it
like,
bends back
yeah.
like that.
Stop. Please don't. Please don't.
Bound
Wait.
asked me like what the deal with that was. Like he just randomly was like, "Do you know why his arm bends back like that?" I was like, "I don't know why." He was just asking.
You know what it looks like, bro? Have you ever seen Narnia?
Yeah.
So you know the guy who has like he's like human up top, but he has like hooves down low. You know how his like it kind of bends, like where that's what that looks like.
Yeah.
That is That is the craziest. So your bones just like.
Yep. I was playing basketball, and me and a friend both grabbed the rebound at the same time. He pulled one way. He's got muscles in places I don't have places. And my arm went over his shoulder whenever he yanked, and snap.
And why did it heal crooked though? Like, did you just never get it looked at?
I did. They won't do surgery until my A1C comes down.
What's A1C?
I'm diabetic. So once my numbers come down.
Shit. But couldn't they have given you, did you have a cast or anything?
I had a brace for a little bit. And then they told me I was fine, I could take it out.
No, if you broke your humerus, you should have had a cast because then it wouldn't have healed like that.
They decided to put it in a brace.
Why do we pay doctors so much for just doing like the least? Like, what the bro? No, for real. I had to go to the freaking ER Sunday, and my doctor like was just didn't order a CT scan, didn't order an ultrasound or anything like that because of some shit I got going on with my uterus and cervix and all that shit. It's just a horrible mess. And yeah, she didn't do any of that. And she should have. All she did was like not that at all. And I was like, what the fuck? Why the fuck am I paying you for this if you're just not gonna do anything? I don't know. Some doctors piss me off, but my ortho for my shoulder did a really good job.
Yeah, sometimes we get good doctors, and sometimes we just get the shitty ones that are gonna let us grow crooked.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen 2 different surgeons, and they won't do anything until my numbers come down.
Well, have you been working? I don't. Really
I've been attempting to.
Diabetes.
I've been attempting to.
Can you work on that with like dieting or like I don't know.
It's a project, and it takes a while. And I can get that checked every 3 months, and it's slightly coming down, but not into the range that they want it to be. And I gotta stop vaping.
You could probably do some cool. Oh yeah, not me though. Only thing that's gonna make me stop vaping is getting pregnant. Only thing. I don't give a shit other than that.
It's valid, honestly.
You could probably do some pretty cool cosplays though with a crooked arm. Just keep it, man. If it's not hindering you or whatever, just fucking cosplay. You'll be the most popular person at any con.
Like, but then he's like, does it bend when you fully extend? Or is it just like
I can't watch this. I'm gonna vomit.
So you'd have to have your arm basically fully extended.
Does it cause you any pain or trouble or anything like that?
Certain things. Like I can carry my PC every now and again for like so long, and then I gotta say, nah, I can't take it no more.
Jeez.
So like whenever I was taking the one PC to Corin's house, like I made it like halfway through his house, and I was like, hey, I need you to take this. It's getting too bad.
I feel that.
So you're just
it's
not
hard
gonna
for me to carry anything or do any weight with my shoulders. So
like I can do it's like I can pick up my kid. No problem. For a few seconds.
Have a kid? I want a kid so bad.
My baby fever is bad too. Like again.
Bro, you're telling me, dog. We had like I say pregnancy scare only because it scared him. But man, I was fine, dude. Because usually I'm like, my boyfriend is single-handedly the most calm person ever. Like, it doesn't matter what happens. I mean, he's a pilot. He literally flies jets like for a living, you know? So he doesn't care about anything. He's just so chill about everything. And me, I panic about everything. I have horrible anxiety and all that fun shit. But man, when we thought I was pregnant, I never slept better in my entire life. I slept like a baby. I ate more. I was so productive, dude. And my boyfriend, he couldn't eat. He couldn't sleep. He was like terrified. And then there was me who was just like, cool, I'm going to be a mom. And it's so funny because like for a while, I've just been preaching like, yeah, I don't want any kids for a while. Like I want to have this, and this set up. And then I thought I had a baby inside of me. And I was like, oh, okay. So now, like, because originally, like, I need a new car. And originally I was like, I'm just going to buy a JDM. I'm just going to buy a WRX. I'm going to rebuild it, like, fix it all up, make it look cool, like, just make it nasty, right? And now I'm like, well, now I want a Telluride, a Kia Telluride. It's got, like, 3 rows. It'll be perfect for kids, for games, and, like, all of their friends, for play dates and all that shit. Like, my taste.
You were just momming out. You were just momming out.
Momming out. All my outfits are changed now. Like I look like such a mom. Like I do my hair like a mom. Like all my outfits, it's all like mom vibes, bro. Like I'm like I need a baby and I need it now, man. Like and it's so funny because when I thought that I was pregnant, which sadly I was not, and it wasn't like a miscarriage or anything because I originally thought that it was an ectopic pregnancy. I think that's how you say it. I don't know if you know what that is, but it's where the egg goes into the fallopian tube instead of where it's supposed to go, and it's not it's an ectopic abortion is what it is. So where it's not like I actually tried to like murder my baby. It's not like that. It's something it just didn't go in the right spot, you know? And that's originally what we thought was going on. And then the doctor checked it out and said everything was fine. So that's not the case. Thankfully, though, I'd rather not be pregnant than find out like it was a miscarriage. I'm not gonna lie to you because
Yeah.
I don't think I could
yeah.
recover from that. I do not think I could. But it's funny because I had the full name, boy and girl, picked out. Yep.
Just immediately. You just
Oh yeah.
knew.
Oh yeah. I was looking at cute like ways to set up the nursery. I was looking at maternity clothes, bruh. Like I had the whole 9 yards, dude. Everything was set up. I sent my boyfriend like 6 different houses. Like, cause right now we're in the market. Like right now we're looking, but obviously the market's like shit.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Oh yeah.
oh yeah, the market's horrible. But yeah, and I'm still sending him houses though. I found a really nice one
Well,
today. Wraparound porch. It's got a pond on it. My boyfriend's a fisherman. I'm a fisherwoman. Like, it's got a
Plan on
bunch of
staying in Ohio?
acres. Gorgeous. So the thing is my boyfriend flies out of a certain airport. He works for Brothers. He doesn't work commercial. So he works for a family. I want to end in Wyoming. That's where I want to end. My favorite book is called Written in the Stars, and it's based in Wyoming, and it made me fall in love with it. And then one of my favorite songs is by Benjamin Todd, and it's called Wyoming. Um, and I love Wyoming. It's so beautiful. It is the prettiest state in my opinion that I've ever seen. I've never even been there, but it's just so pretty. All my favorite like photography pages are all based out of Wyoming. It's just so
Is that
pretty.
also
They got
where the
everything
Yellowstone
so
stuff
pretty.
is?
Montana.
That's Montana. Okay, never mind.
Montana. But I mean, whatever the mountains are goes into Wyoming too. I forget what the mountains are, but yeah. Well, no, Yellowstone does go into Wyoming though. Yellowstone like stretches across like a few different states if I'm correct.
Okay. It's funny that you say you have like an end state that you want to go to because mine is Iowa.
Oh, your baby is so cute.
why Iowa?
So for the longest time my favorite band was Slipknot.
Mm.
Ooh, Slipknot's gritty. I like
I
Slipknot.
love Slipknot. I've seen them 3 times. I want to go back and see them again. And Paul Gray, I want to visit his grave if it's open to the public. Because
sure
that's
it is.
that's my all-time favorite bassist. Regiment, guess who?
That's me.
Ah, okay.
I have access to the account.
Nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like going to shows and stuff like that, I don't know, it just made me want to go live in Iowa as well. See if I can
Do you
find like where
Black
they
Label Society?
Yes.
Yeah. You know Dimebag Daryl?
Yeah.
So the guy who did my piercing and my nose piercing and also did the barbed wire on my knucks, he used to work security for Zach Wild, and he literally, I shit you not, just wait, your mouth is about to, like your jaw is gonna hit Satan in the forehead once it's gonna be insane. It's gonna drop, bro. So, he has Dimebag's guitar that he gave him. Dimebag Daryl gave him a guitar, and it's literally just hanging in his effing shop. Yeah, he also used to work for Kat Von D too. Used to work in her tattoo
I
shop.
heard she's an asshole.
Yeah, he said some things.
But she did a lot of good for Steve-O. But I heard that she's a piece of shit.
I heard a lot of different words.
See, that's the thing though, because like some of these people have like good, really, really good days, and then some days they're just not having a good people day, and they act out one time and not even realize it. And yeah, like because Ronnie Radke,
like with her at her shop though, so he saw her like every day.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I was gonna say because like Ronnie Radke has a really bad rep. has a really bad reputation, but when I met him, he was a fucking gem.
Yeah, I feel like it's just, I mean, when you're constantly in the public eye,
Especially
you can't
nowadays.
win.
Especially
You
nowadays.
just can't win, you know? So it's just whatever. I just judge. I don't care about what I hear about somebody. I'll just judge based off what I like.
If you
Based
meet
off of
them,
meeting
yeah, things like that.
yeah,
But like
yeah.
when I met
But then
Andy
again, if I see like a
Biersack,
video
that's fair.
like
But like when I met
very
Andy
blatant,
Biersack, like he had a very customer service voice. Like he was kind of just trying to get through our line of people, and I'm just like, oh, okay, I don't know how to judge that, but whatever.
he was
You
also
weren't an
probably
asshole.
tired though too, you know? Like
That's fair.
I couldn't imagine like constantly having to like appeal to the public. Like that shit just sounds draining, bro. Like I that's why I don't think I'll ever make it in the music industry because I don't give a shit, man. If I'm tired, I'm leaving. You know? Like if I'm tired, I'm going, bro. Like I don't care. You know, and also like just the constant being in the public's eye, like no matter what you do, you're always being watched and everything's always taken out of context. Do you know what I mean?
You can say
And
one thing and
they're people too, you know? Like people just put like famous people on pedestals and I'm like, they're literally human. Like all of us shit the exact same way. Some more explosively than others, but you know what I mean? Like it's just so annoying. I could not I just could not imagine being in like tabloids and shit and just reading all this different shit about me. Like, oh, I did that. That's crazy. What else did I do that day? You know, like it's just so insane to me. I hate that shit.
you know, that's fair. I you opened my eyes to a few things. That's fair. I didn't think about it like that.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, it's always different perspectives too.
Because
always
I
try
think
to
I
look at
feel like
everything
that.
from an outside perspective.
I think I did really expect certain things and didn't really think of how they really felt about it.
Oh yeah, man. I mean,
Fuck you,
you
Flash.
gotta think about it. They're all, you gotta think about it. They're always like they just go through so much shit, you know, all the time. It's like a constant need to please everybody, and half of them are owned by labels, so they don't even own their own music, you know. And
I
half the
didn't think
time,
about
like
that either.
they don't
Shit.
even get the majority of the money from their music. They don't get the majority of the money from anything that they do. Like these artists will sell out arenas and see less than half of the money they made. They made. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's crazy. Like there's so much that goes into it. Like it really all of that shit's rigged too. You got to keep in mind Hollywood is an evil place. Hollywood is a very, very evil, bad place, you know. So they also half of them probably already sold their souls, and if they didn't, then they're literally fighting the devil himself daily. Like it's crazy shit, man.
Damn, Whiskey.
Like it's so
I mean, it's
serious,
true
man.
though.
It
Yeah.
is.
No,
It's so
you're I
like,
guarantee it, you're
go
probably
to
right.
LA and tell me, like, go to LA and tell me you do not feel off. Go to LA and tell me you do not feel off. Go to Hollywood and tell me that you do not.
You come
fit something in
you
LA.
assisting with the plane ride over there because I don't have that cash, but
Hell no,
let's
me neither. But I'm saying, like, it is so serious. Like, people don't even realize how evil it is, and it's right in front of our eyes, bro. Like, it's disgusting. Like, they're evil people. The majority of Hollywood is evil, which is another reason why I don't want to be in the effing industry. Like, no thanks. I love Jesus. And ain't nobody taking my soul but him. Period. Point blank, dog. You know, like I'll smack somebody with a Bible before I let them like take my soul. Like not happening. It's crazy though. Like it's some evil shit that goes on. People don't realize it, but if you really look into it and if you start looking at how some of these people speak, and I mean, like for instance, we're kind of getting into some deep shit, but I mean, for instance, if you look at let's see. So Doja Cat, for example, she's a completely different person than she was when she first became famous. Completely different person. Sam Smith, like look at Sam Smith. Look at his concerts.
Who's
Watch
Sam
them at your own
Smith?
risk, but look
Who's
at
this
them.
guy?
Just look him up.
Sam's.
It's interesting.
Oh, it's this guy.
Like
Oh, yeah.
yeah, like it's like it's
Oh, what though?
like literal like Satan worshipers like that happen whenever like during their performances. Like it's crazy stuff. Like it's intense shit if you really get into it. I'm
I
probably on a watch list because I talk so down about all that shit, but yeah.
look up Sam
Just saying.
Smith, and it's just like the weirdest picture of him, like in like
Yeah,
a
like, have you
latex rubber suit.
yeah, if you look at Doja Cat's most recent like, one of her most recent covers or, like, photo shoots she did, it's like
Yeah,
there's
I
lit
follow her on
children's
Instagram.
well,
It's
there's
like
literal
all
children's toys with her, like, being sexualized, like, around her, like, children's toys, okay?
in like her
Yeah,
most
it's
recent like video.
no, and, it's her, like, sitting on a chair looking all, like, demonic and shit. It's scary shit. And then another one, Demi Lovato was in was laying on, like, a cross bed, tied up, look like in next to nothing clothes, like bondage, laying on, like, a cross. It's straight up blasphemy. Yeah, it's some crazy
Mm.
stuff, and it's all just right there in front of your eyes if you just look at it. It's crazy.
I was wondering why people were protesting her shit.
Well,
Yeah.
also you talk about Doja Cat.
Well, that the one about like the bondage and like
Mhm.
the cross, that was Demi Lovato. But one of Doja Cat's things went viral over on like Christian TikTok, and it was pretty bad. It was really bad because why does there need to be children's toys there and you're sitting in a child's like bedroom, sitting on a children's chair, like a child's chair, like a toy chair, dressed how you are, looking how you are. You know what I mean? Like,
Hmm.
it's not right. It's really unsettling. It's crazy. It's
This
crazy.
whole music video is unsettling. The
Yeah.
paint the town red. It's like what the fuck.
Yo.
I've never seen. I've literally never seen this music video before.
I'm telling you, man, if you really start to look at like Hollywood's biggest stars' music videos and shit, oh, it's bad. Like their live shows are really bad too. It's crazy.
Have you ever been to
It's
a
actually
Guar
really
show?
scary.
You ever been
No.
to a Guar show? Those things are fucking crazy.
I don't even know what that is.
Guar is a metal band. Um, they were big in like the days of like Viva La Bam and like Bam Margera's TV shows.
Oh, I don't know
Hmm.
them.
Um,
I listen to deathcore though. I
there
like
you go.
metal, but I don't like the metal I won't listen to is black metal because black metal is usually like satanic and
Like Ghost,
stuff
like
like that.
Ghost. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't listen to that stuff. And I used to be like heavy into like underground rap, I guess is the genre it is. I would always listen to Night Lavelle and Suicide Boys and Ghostmane. And then I started listening to the lyrics after I started reading my Bible again. And I was like, oh, you say like you love Satan? Why would you love a guy who literally like got banished from heaven? Like he's a walking L, but okay. I mean, go off. You do
A
you, man.
walking
Like,
L.
a
It's the first
literal
time.
walking L, bro. Like why you do you, fam, but not me.
Yeah, no, I get
Stay
you.
safe though.
I get you because actually a lot of music seems to be crossing those lines anymore, and so I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
It's so bad. That's why I listen to like I don't know what your guys' relationship with God is or whatever, but in the Bible it talks about how the devil had vocal cords of gold, which makes sense as to why the music industry is as satanic as it is. It makes sense, and that's
I
why
never
the
thought about it
Bible
that way,
also
but okay.
talks about it's crazy, man. Once you start getting into it and getting into like the apologetics of the Bible and Jesus and stuff like that, all of it makes sense. All of it adds up, and the Bible backs up everything that's happening today too. It's insane. It is crazy. But yeah, no, so the Bible talks about how the devil had vocal cords of gold. And if you listen to a lot of the lyrics of a lot of like the songs, especially in pop and stuff like that, and rap and all that stuff, man, it's right in front of your face. Like they're like, "Oh, I love the devil," or "I love what he does for me." Like it's straight up like worship. Like it's really really bad. And I mean, there's like artists who have slipped up and are like, "Oh yeah, I sold my soul." Or like they'll start talking about it and then like something will change in their eyes and it's just, "Whoa, like who's this person? That wasn't there before." You know. It's crazy and that's why you have to be so careful about what you listen to. And the Bible even talks about it like be careful what you listen to because the devil is so good at deception. He is so good at it. He's so good at making things look pretty and sound really cool, and it'll it'll torment your mind and you won't realize it. It'll all be in your subconscious, but it's legit shit, man. It's scary if you think about it. It's really scary what's going on today in today's world. And the attack on the children too. All the childrens are being attacked. It's not good, man. Ain't looking good for us.
Things in general. I don't even know how far back we can even go that things have changed so much, and like I feel like it's even scary to even want to bring kids into the world anymore.
Yeah, that was a huge thing for me. Why I didn't want to have kids, but now obviously I'm like, well, I can protect them, and I don't know, having a strong faith in God and Jesus and having a true relationship with them gives you a different perspective on it. I will say that. Because if you have Jesus, that's all you need, man. That's all you need. There's so many like stories in the Bible of that happening. And people like, for example, literally Daniel in the lion's den, bro.
Oh yeah,
Lion
yeah.
trapped with a bunch of lions, and he just ended up hanging out with them and they didn't kill him. Why? Because he had Jesus.
What was it? Was it a furnace? Was it a furnace? Was there a story about a furnace?
Furnace.
I feel like there's a story of like a dude, some people being protected inside of a furnace. I remember that one. That one sounds right.
Exact story, but yeah.
I mean, there's very few stories.
Today too, though. If you look at if you kind of word it a little different, if you look at the lions being the world and how worldly everything is and secular and all that stuff, just worshiping the devil for whatever reason. And we're Daniel, we're fine if we have Jesus, literally. We're fine. We're going to be okay. And I mean, if you look at John what was it? I think his name was John. It was like Jesus' best friend. He literally baptized Jesus and all that stuff. Well, he got beheaded. He got beheaded for his faith in God, and now he's like literally just hanging out with Jesus right now. It's crazy. Crazy stuff.
Yeah, I'll say that my whole relationship there pretty well changed when I met my wife. Like whenever, like before, I didn't believe in anything. Yes, Rex, it is whiskey. How are you?
Hi, Rex.
How did your episode go with shit? What was her name? I forget already. But there was a VTuber, and the VTuber was really, really cool. Like they made it themselves. They had their tattoos all over. Like it was fantastic. I was in there hanging out before we Diggy. There you go.
What's so wicked?
Yeah, they made their own.
That's cool, but it's so heavy on your CPU. I don't know.
Is it really?
Oh yeah, anything
I didn't
like
know
that is so heavy on your CPU, man. Like you need to have a.
I'm still learning. I'm still learning a lot of the PC stuff, like what's taxing and what's not. I mean, I know that for like streaming and everything, I knew I needed like something strong anyway. I was wondering why I couldn't stream Siege.
Well, because a lot of it you can change the settings in your OBS to either be CPU or GPU, and all that stuff. And also, I don't like all the overlays you have and stuff. That's heavy on your CPU. All of that's on your CPU. Every video game, like to my knowledge, is going to be GPU. It's going to be heavy on your GPU. So that's why you kind of got to even it out. You can't put everything on your GPU if you're going to be playing games like Siege that take up a lot of frames, or Overwatch or Call of Duty. Even Call of Duty is hefty.
Is it really? Game. Okay, I don't have any of I have Black Ops 1. I'm sorry. I bought Black Ops 1. Me and some of the guys play Black Ops 1 Zombies. But I haven't bought any of the recent ones. But we play Overwatch, and I've been able to stream Overwatch, but for the longest time I couldn't stream Siege, and then I got my 3060, and now I can stream Siege no problem.
Yeah, it also depends on how much RAM do you have? Do you have
I now
32?
have 32. Before I
Okay,
had
then yeah,
16.
you should be fine.
I was gonna say
Yeah,
now I'm fine.
16.
16 was I was
Dude,
meh.
16 was so rough. Like I didn't understand
yeah.
how like much memory actually is affected.
Yeah,
But
it affects literally everything. It's so crazy. Every part of your PC is so vital. That's why I also preach about like water cooling. Water
I
cooling is
don't do that.
so much better. I highly suggest you do. I know it's expensive, but that was the
If I
best thing.
go
I
if I
fully
go
rebuilt my
liquid,
PC in
if I
years.
go liquid, I'll go AIO. I don't want the custom loop or whatever that is. I'd rather go
I have
I'd
the
rather go
NZXT Kraken, I think,
Okay.
is what it's called.
Is it AIO or is it like you got to add stuff to it?
I don't have to add stuff to it. It's
Okay, so
just
then
its
it's an okay,
thing.
it's an all-in-one.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
all in one. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I do need to clean out my PC though. I know my fans are dusty. It's dusty in there, man.
Whenever I went to this case, like everything online said, "Oh, you got to liquid cool it. It won't work. Air cooling won't work." And my PC builder, my buddy Corn, was like, "Bet I'll take that challenge." And we haven't had a single issue with
Yeah, but
this
just
guy.
to water cool it. Because it doesn't look like there's that many places for airflow in your PC.
There's 2 here, 1 here, an air cooler right here. My Peerless Assassin, 3 up top, 3 on the bottom.
Okay. Okay, cool. Then yeah. I don't know. I'm just a water cooler girly.
Well, I've been telling him I still want to like test it out, see how it like now that we see how it runs air cooled, let's see also how it runs liquid with the AIO because I do know the AIOs at least look super cool, and I'm a cosmetic guy. I love my stuff looking pretty.
Yeah, I feel that. I'm the same way. I just like aesthetic. I really go for aesthetic.
Oh, you can. That's why like whenever I tell you like a band can sell me on your stage presence. I can not like the sound, but love the show and be sold. Easy. I'm like
Yeah,
that. Like even if the
valid.
lead singer comes out like looking all cool, has this awesome presence of how he does things, like he could probably sell me that if he's up there singing has no musical talent at all.
Okay, not me though.
And maybe, and I might have
See,
thrown it way too.
that's a bit pushing it, man, because I hate listening to people who are tone deaf, because I'm one of those people, I love supporting local artists, like, I love
Okay.
going to, like, little bars and listening to live music, I love it, I love it, I just love seeing people do what they love, but if they're off key, I'm like, "Okay, I'm gonna go home, like, you're terrible, I'm not gonna."
It might also depend how
I hate
drunk I
people who are
am.
tone deaf.
It might.
Oh, yeah, when you're drunk, though, everything sounds good, everything looks good, too, everything looks great. But yeah, no, that's funny. That's funny.
Yeah, yeah. Depending on how drunk I am, I might be able to be sold on something that's completely tone deaf. But as soon as I go to listen to that the next day on recording, I'm like, why? I was at this show. Okay, I was definitely drunk.
That's funny. I don't know. See, like I have such like a different heart for music that even if I was blackout drunk, I would be able to tell if somebody was off key or not. Because
Would you throw
I
something at them?
no, I'm not like that when I'm drunk.
I
No,
have found out that
I'm
I
gonna go
am.
home.
I found out
you
I
throw
am.
stuff at people?
Yeah, yeah. I had a $200 bar receipt the one time I blacked out because someone I called to find out what the fuck happened, and apparently someone was messing with my buddy. So I threw a glass at somebody.
Well, he deserved it then if he wanted to be a douchebag. But
Dang. No, I'm all about hugging when I'm drunk.
You're not even
just
21.
I don't know I don't know, whenever I drink and I don't have my boyfriend with me, I'm just like, I miss you. I just blow up his phone the entire time, like, babe, I miss you. I wish you were here. But even when I'm sober, I'm the exact same way.
What's up, Hawkeye?
Oh, it's Hawkeye. Oh,
Or Hawkeye. What Hawkeye do? He just
No, I fucked up.
oh, what'd you do? What happened?
I forgot the bot. I was all excited and forgot the bot.
What bot?
The recording bot that Hawkeye likes. I forgot. I'm sorry, Hawk.
The
You can chop
Craig
my head
bot?
off. Yeah, I forgot the Craig bot.
Well, I mentioned something you weren't recording, and you said you weren't recording, and I just didn't say anything. I just didn't like bring it back up.
Yes, Hawk, I did. I apologize. I apologize, friend. How are you? Love me later.
There you go.
Shit. I was going somewhere with that, and I already forget. Whiskey, I would ask your alcohol of taste, but I think I might know. Or is it not whiskey?
Oh, I love whiskey.
You do?
I don't really drink that much anymore though. Mainly because I don't like hangovers, but also like in the world we live in today, women, I mean men too, they got to be careful too, but especially women, um, we got to be really careful about, you know, our surroundings all the time. If I'm with my boyfriend, I mean, I don't even if like I'm at home or whatever, I don't even keep alcohol in my house. I just don't care for it. I hate hangovers, man. I hate them because it knocks me out for like 2 days, dude. I'm like so not productive for 2 days. It makes my anxiety levels way higher than they are.
That's fair.
And
Mm.
it's ridiculous. I just don't like it. I mean, I'll have like a cute drink here and there. Like if like my boyfriend and I go on like a date night or whatever, I'll try like a new drink that I've never tried before that looks pretty, you know?
Yeah.
Uh, but I don't really like to drink that much anymore. I just don't. I mean,
I
if it's to
I
like
get
try
that.
something, but I did actually wait, no, that's a lie because we did buy some wine, but it's also because I'm cooking pork chops tonight and I like cooking because I'm making my Cajun pork chops after literally right after this I'm gonna make dinner because I'm starving. But um, I I I really like cooking Cajun anything with red wine. And my red wine of choice is Ravens Glen, because it's like bittersweet. It's like got the bitter, but it's also a little bit sweet, so I feel like it counters. It doesn't counter, but it complements the Cajun really well. I
Mm.
just love it.
So my wife is the wine drinker of our household, and she only really likes the Gettysburg ones because we're half hour away from Gettysburg.
Yeah. The Marine Corps was actually founded in Pennsylvania, fun fact. It was
Really?
founded in a bar, Ton Tavern, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, if you can believe it.
Really?
It explains so much about the Marine Corps, though, now that you know. It was founded in an effing
Reds
bar,
to
bro.
go with
That's pretty
spicy
cool.
and
500
steak
drunk
really well.
rednecks is how the Marine Corps was founded. So there you go. There's your fun fact of the day.
Nice. But yeah, but her favorite is the Rebel Red. Apparently that's so anytime that I know that I've fucked up, I come home with a bottle of that and all's good.
Jeez, that's crazy. I don't know what I'm really grateful for, like with my boyfriend, is him and I like don't argue. This is like the first boyfriend that I've ever had where I didn't argue and I fully trust him with everything that I have. Like I fully trust him. He's never given me a reason not to trust him. We never yell at each other. We never argue. I mean, I
Nice,
obviously do
Hawk.
shit that annoys him and he obviously does shit that annoys me because we're people, you know? Um, but we
It's
always
natural.
talk it out. Yeah, like I mean, there's stuff that I've done that, bothered him and we talked it out. And there's stuff that he's done that bothered me and we talked it out. And it's just that we leave it at that. It's so cool having like that actual relationship where you're not worried about anything, just about the person's safety. That's the only thing I ever worry about with him. Like for example, he went out the other night, like last week or the week before. He went out to get some drinks. And with any of my exes, I'd have been like, oh, cool. So now I have to worry about you bringing home some chick, right? With him, I was like, oh, okay, be careful. Drive safe. Call me if you need a ride. Like, just be careful. Let me know when you get there and when you leave so that I know you're safe. I never question his loyalty.
That's when you know that like that's when you know how growing up you were preached that you'll know when you found that one. It once you have that type of relationship, that's when that is. It sounds like that's the situation right now because I mean
Oh, yeah.
I felt that
Whenever I'm with him, I don't have to use my brain at all. Like I'm in La La Land, bruh. All the time. Like seriously, we'll be out in public and whenever I go out in public with anybody else or by myself, I'm always on high alert. It's probably like the Marine Corps thing in me, like just high alert, always
Most
looking at every
likely.
exit, like all that stuff. Whenever I'm with him, I'm just like, "Ooh, this is pretty. Ooh, I like that. Like this is so pretty." Like I don't worry about nothing. I don't check people out and constantly look at them to see if they're carrying a gun or if they're have anything in their pockets that looks sus or anything like that.
Yes, Pool. We do got
Dempsey,
the.
I love you. I love that Fool. I love that man. He is such a great dude. He's awesome. My mom
Yes.
loves him to death. My mom loves him and Rex to death for sure.
I'm actually working on trying to get them to come back together because we were talking to Rex about when he's gonna come back, and Pool was hanging out, and we were just like, we got to get you all back here together sometime because getting them together is fucking hilarious. And I mean, you being a guest on their podcast, you got to see like how they are together. It's fucking fantastic whenever they're. It's fantastic whenever them two are together. But yeah, so it's one of those things like whenever you're around like somebody and you feel like perfectly at home like with them or perfectly protected, it's like the greatest feeling. And
it is.
and whenever we first got together, I felt like I felt that like every day.
That's so sick. It's so cool.
So fun.
I also love I adore him with everything that I have. I feel like he healed because due to like a lot of my past and my trauma with like men, like I don't know, he healed all of it. Like I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I just have such a different perspective and outlook on life now because of him. And obviously like I work on myself and stuff like that, but he has taught me so much and shown me that there's like a better way to live than living in a constant state of panic.
Isn't it nice whenever they start teaching you about yourself?
Yeah.
Teaching you about yourself and certain things like it. I think I've learned a good bit about myself, and I've also like gotten to that point where it's like my abusive piece of shit ex, like for a while I was apologizing about, I'm sorry I reacted for shit that they would do, and I would start assuming, and I'd be like, shit, I made an ass out of myself, like I need to stop assuming. Like I was cheated on so many times, and there was times I was just like, I need to go through her phone. I need to. And it's just like, wait, no, everything is fine. And she'll be like, here, go ahead. I don't care. Like, no. Like, I don't know. Like certain things, like, I don't know.
No, I get it, man. No, I totally get it because I've been in abusive relationships. I've been in horrible relationships. So I totally get it, bro. And this is such a complete 180 with my man. Like it's never I've never felt love like this because this is true love, And I don't know, it's so crazy. It's my boyfriend cannot get enough of me. He never gets tired of me. He does so much for me. And I don't know. He's my rock, dude. I love my boyfriend.
How long have
so
y'all
much.
been together?
Oh, I'm scared to tell you. I'm scared to tell you. We've been together for 6 months. We talked a month before that, but yeah, no.
Well,
because I hate
when
telling people how long
you
we've been together
know,
without
you know.
about it.
When
See,
you
and
know,
I
you
love
know.
that you have that mindset about it because I've talked to people and I'm like, oh yeah, we've been together for like 4 months. The first day I met him, in my head, I was like, mine. This is mine. Like, like those freaking, what is it? The seagulls from Nemo. Like, mine. That was me, bro. Me, dude. Like, any woman that would look in his direction, I'd be like, dead. You're gonna die. Like, GG's go next, bro. You're finna meet God. Like, not happening. But no, like, from the second I met him, He was so gentle with me and so sweet and loving, like from day one. And you know what's crazy is his personality. He's literally downstairs right now, like this freaking woman. I'm telling you, I don't care. He is not the type of personality to be super lovey-dovey, okay? He's not
Really?
the type of like, yeah, he's not. He's just not. And his mom and I have talked about it too. I love his mom. I love his entire family. I love everything about him, his family, everybody. His dog, I love his freaking dog, and she loves me. She's like my soulmate and like a dog. Anyways, besides the point. He's like never been like a lovey-dovey type, right? Like he's not like that. Super never into like PDA, like holding hand. Now he can't keep his hands off of me. He constantly kisses me in public. He loves it. He's obsessed with
Hawkeye.
it. 5 That's insane.
Hawkeye.
W.
Random.
Heck yeah.
Random. Thank you, Hawk, for the 5 gifted
That's
too. Who'd you hit with that?
Beast mode.
You got Beast Mode, you got
Yeah.
Wheels, you got Wolf, you got Jedi, and you got Boss Man. Thank you so much, Hawk. Oops, my ass. Anyways, Whiskey, go ahead.
My boyfriend does that all the time whenever he gives me subs. That's funny. But yeah, no, now he's like he cannot get enough of me. And it's so crazy too. Okay, listen, I love the fact that I've gained weight, okay? Like I love it. I love the fact that I did because before I was severely underweight, okay? But I have gained almost 30 pounds since meeting my boyfriend. And granted, like I look healthy now, which is fine. But now, like I got a little bit of a muffin top and stuff, which isn't really like the funnest thing. Or whenever I wear shorts or get out of the shower, my thighs do the thing. You know what I mean?
The click clack?
Thing.
No, they don't do the
Yes,
click clack.
thing.
Oh,
They do the
okay.
chafe, bro. They chafe now. But no, he loves me so much, and I've never eaten more in my entire life. Like
Well,
the
then that's
amount of
probably a
money
good thing, right?
at the grocery that like we spend is ridiculous. Ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Anyways, so he's downstairs. I'm hoping he's sleeping right now, but I think he's gonna propose.
Will you tell
His
me if he does?
mom- Oh yeah, it'll be everywhere. Are you kidding me? I'm gonna be like, my sexy pilot man finally proposed to me. That's crazy. Anyway,
I need to know because I feel like this is like a cliffhanger. The end of this, it's gonna be like cliffhanger.
No, his mom had me send her pictures of rings that I liked.
And they don't
just-
even realize that that's just giving it away.
Oh no, it's totally fun. It's totally fun because he's good at like, surprising me with stuff.
Oh,
It could be like,
because yeah, oh, you just know that it might be happening, but then again, I mean, is it gonna be promise ring? Is it gonna be promise ring? Is it gonna
No,
be
I have a
proposed?
promise ring already.
Nice. And now it just gets to be
Yeah,
and that's
no.
that's the thing. Like, I think whenever, because I gave her, so I fucked up. Okay, I met my wife, and by the way, you know that whole rule, don't date at work? Yeah, the manager that was training me to be a manager turned out to be my wife.
Jeez.
But like 6 months after I met her, she went off to college. Okay, so like I was like full force like falling in love, and she's like, yeah, I'm going 3 hours away, bye-bye. Like, okay, yeah, here's this, don't forget about me. But yeah, so like whenever I gave her the promise ring, I think then when I proposed, I think she just put the promise ring on a different finger, like on the opposite hand, I guess. So, but damn, it's funny as fuck that he gave you the promise ring and now it's already debating. I love that. That's adorable.
Well, it's crazy because he was the one who said I love you first. And he's like, I told his mom that and she was like, what? Because he's not the type to do that. He is not like, and then me, I'm just like, I don't know. It's so crazy too because he makes me want to be a better woman. Like, I don't think I don't think I ever was like a terrible woman or anything like that. But like now, like, bro, like it's so weird because now I dress like different and everything. I don't know how to explain it. I dress more feminine and I feel more feminine. He definitely brought out the femininity in me. I'm not gonna lie to you, because in the Marine Corps, I had to be nothing but masculine. I work with all men. Okay, I work for 2 esports orgs. Okay, it's all men. So because of that, there has to be some type of masculine energy in me, right? To not be walked all over because I'm a woman. That's just how the world works, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So being in male dominated fields and stuff like that, like I have to I well, I guess I thought I had to have like this super masculine vibe, you know? And now I'm more feminine than, I don't know, than I ever thought I could be, because that's something I always struggled with, especially with the Marine Corps, was trying to find my femininity and feeling like a woman and feeling beautiful and being able to have like a gentle heart and being able to be soft, you know what I mean? And because I have a pretty hard exterior, bro. Like I'm yadded, man. Like neck, like the back of my neck's yadded, like neck down is completely covered. I have 2 sleeves, both rows, my stomach, sternum, legs. Like I'm tatted up, man.
I
And
want to be at
so
that point, but
it's
working
so
on
much
it.
money, bro. It's so expensive.
Yes, it
But,
is.
so I have that like hard exterior, and it's cool that like I don't have to have the hard interior anymore. Like I don't have to feel like I have to be the man in the relationship. Like I don't have to feel like I have to be the one who's, taking care of the other all the time. You know what I mean? Now I can just be a woman and I can take care of him in ways that I'm supposed to, And
Well, I
so
mean,
it's just so
it's
cool
just like
to
having.
never
It's
have
almost
that.
like there's the home whiskey, and then there's the work whiskey. Or, well, I guess how you would see it is there's whiskey and there's X that I don't know your other. I don't know your other name. I don't know your actual name.
Adriana.
So yeah, there's whiskey and there's Adriana. Well, Adriana. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's cool because like I do kind of separate it like that, but also at the same time, like my femininity has transferred over to what I do for a living. If you look at my streams from a year ago versus to now, whole different person. It's like a complete 180. It's crazy. I don't even play video games the same, bro. Like it's so insane, man. Like I used to be living, breathing toxicity. Okay, I thrived off of it, and a huge thing about that too is I've always known Jesus, right? But now I know Jesus. Like well, I guess I should wear like I knew of Jesus, right? I would read my Bible here and there, show up to church sometimes, and now like I have such a strong relationship with God. Granted, yes, I cuss and stuff like that, but I'm working on it. It's just really hard habit to break. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It
Um,
really is.
it's a hard habit to break. I mean, I'm pretty sure like my first word was the F bomb, so it's one of those things, man. Um, but yeah, it's just I don't know, man. It's God really softened my heart. Because I'm working on being a Proverbs 31 woman too, and Andrew makes me want to be that even more. Um,
What does that
and
mean
I don't know.
exactly?
Proverbs 31. It's a book in the Bible, and it kind of is like talks about how to be a true woman of God, and also it also talks to men as well. And it's a really good. I highly suggest you read it. It'll give you a really good perspective. That and James. And the book of James is what really made me want to stop cussing in general, because one of the verses in James, it really talks a lot about a spiteful tongue and a hateful tongue and how powerful the tongue truly is. Like the words that come out of your mouth and stuff like that. And one of the verses, it says something this is not a direct quote. It's something along the lines of Christians will with the same tongue curse each other but praise the Lord. That doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? That's not how it's supposed to be done. So the book of James is what I don't know, the entire Bible, in every book, it teaches you how it's literally the way of life. Like it teaches you everything you need to know. You know what I mean? So when it comes to Proverbs, it's I forget what they call Proverbs. It's written by a woman to kind of teach women how to be women of God, and how to truly be a great loving wife, and how to walk with the Lord and not against the Lord. And it's really cool. It talks a lot about it. Talks about seeking out wisdom from God, um and looking for it as if it is as if it is like a treasure, because it really is. It's the way, the truth, and the life. Um, and then there's another thing in the Bible that talks about, what was it? Oh, a woman's worth. And it says that we are more precious than rubies. So it's cool that I finally have a man who truly views me as that instead of just a body, just a meat suit. Because that's just the reality of a lot of dudes just do, and he doesn't, man. He loves me for my crazy days. I mean, I I have horrible panic attacks sometimes, and they still keep me up at night. Like, I still have horrible night terrors from the Marine Corps and all that stuff. And even if he has to get up at 5 in the morning to fish, like for instance, the other night, he had to get up at like 5 or 6 in the morning to fish, and I called him at 3 a.m. and I was like, honey, I just need to talk to you right now. I am in turmoil. I just need to make sure that we're okay, you know, and that I'm okay and all this stuff. And he just sat on the phone with me for like 15 minutes, even though he had to be up in like an hour and a half. And he was like, we're good, baby. I love you so much. And he was laughing because like he just thinks it's funny that, like, because he's my go-to person, and it's so cool because I've never had that. So
Mhm.
who am I to not want to constantly better myself, and really walk with the Lord so that I can love him how he's supposed to be loved, how he deserves to be loved, you know?
That
That's pretty
just that
much.
just reminds me of whenever she was off at college and I'd be at work, because I'd either work overnight or I'd always work second shift. Like before the kid and everything, I was a second shift 2 to 10 person or an overnight. And when she was off at college, it was either one of those. I was on one of those two schedules. I forget which one. But for the longest time, whenever she would go to bed, like we'd be on the phone talking, and then she would say, "All right, I'm gonna go to bed. Will you stay on the phone until I fall asleep?" I'm like, "Okay, yeah, sure." So I'd throw my earbuds in while I'm at work, and just listen to her sleep. And there'd be times I'd just not even realize that she fell asleep like an hour ago. I'd just be there listening, well, just listening to know that
That's
she was okay. And
that
so it
is
just
so
makes me, that's exactly what that just reminded me of, is like the simple things like that. And I don't know if it was helping me personally, just knowing that she's okay and that she's peacefully sleeping or whatever, or if it was that I just legitimately didn't know she already fed. I don't know, but I just enjoyed it.
I bet she slept so good too, man. I bet she slept like a baby. I mean, I do. Whenever Andrew's like, I really, and he's the same way though. Like, because we live about an hour and a half away from each other, right? So it's definitely not the vibe, but we still see each other a lot. Like, we see each other every week, for a couple days. Like, I'll go there for a couple days, or he'll come here for a couple days, and vice versa, or whatever.
I was gonna say
Um,
I thought y'all were living together since you literally yelled for him.
no, he's just here.
He's
He
staying the
came
weekend.
over today with us, and yeah, he has to leave tomorrow.
Oh,
But that's okay.
I
It's
I took
okay.
up your time. Oh shit.
It's okay.
No, I feel bad.
Don't. It's okay. It's okay. Him and I did a lot today.
That's good.
He actually bought me this new outfit. He bought me a couple of new cute outfits today. Love
Aw.
him. Yeah. I don't know, but like, I really only sleep good when he's here, or when I thought I was pregnant. I slept really good when I thought I was pregnant, dude. I slept so good. I like slept with like my hands on my belly, like rubbing my belly, and then falling asleep. Let alone, like, I wasn't rubbing nothing but whatever I ate for dinner, bruh, because there was no baby in the oven, nothing. But I thought there was. And I was like, "Oh, it's okay. Like, this muffin top isn't because I eat too much. It's because there's a little baby growing inside of me." Turns out it's because I be eating a lot and haven't been doing a lot at the gym, bruh. But no, it's so funny, man. Because I sleep really good when he's here, and he's the same way though. Because whenever we're apart, we don't sleep that well without each other. Um, and he'll be like, "Yeah, I slept bad. I slept pretty not great." Is usually what he says. "I slept pretty not great," and that's exactly how he says it every time.
Pretty
You
not
know?
great.
Yeah, it's so cute. But no, I don't know. Just his presence, even if, because all the time we'll just be hanging out, like playing 8 ball, like on our phones or whatever, or I'll be working. Just knowing that he's here and his presence alone is just soothing. Like, knowing that he's downstairs right now doing God knows what, I just, I'm I am at so much peace, because at least I know he's safe because he's here, next to me, no matter what we're doing. It's so cool. I love him, man. I cannot wait to give him a kiss after this. I'm so excited. And I get to cook him dinner too, bruh. I'm winning at life. I'm literally winning. I get to cook my sexy pilot man dinner.
There you go.
I love it. I love that for me.
So how much time do you got tonight?
Well,
Or are you
I
at the
told
point
him
where
it'd
you're
only
hungry?
be an hour. I told him it'd be an hour.
Okay. Yeah, we've definitely
I'm
gone over that, but
really
we can
hungry.
go ahead and wrap up.
I
Would it be okay if we scheduled a part 2?
Yeah, really? With the V? Yeah, I'd love to.
All right. All right. Yeah, we'll go ahead. We'll try to space it out, so let's go ahead and shoot for early next year. So
Okay,
that way you can have a little bit of update about things, maybe new house, maybe wedding planning things. Baby things, yeah.
a lot of that, hopefully.
All right.
I need one, bro. I need at least 7, man.
7?
He makes enough money.
7's
That'll be fine.
You're gonna freak the man out.
I was gonna say my wife wants 4, so
As long as I'm happy, Andrew does not care. He just wants me happy. Let alone he doesn't realize that like I don't need much to be happy. And until I found out that, I could have been pregnant, and now I'm like, okay, well now I need at least like 7 of these like little like semen demons running around, bro. I just need it.
semen demons. I love it.
They are, dude. They're semen demons, man.
I'm saving that.
Your ears.
I'm saving that.
I like semen demon better than crotch goblin.
I haven't heard of either of those till literally right now.
Well, semen demons is new to me, but crotch goblin is definitely what I've heard before.
Oh yeah.
Or spawns of Satan.
Oh yeah, pretty much.
But I don't think anybody that's in the believer side would ever say spawns of Satan about their kid.
Well, not without realizing like that's actually not the best thing to say. I used to say that, and then I realized, oh, the words are a lot more powerful than we think. So yeah. So semen demon probably isn't the best thing to say. I just think it's funny. But I'm working on it. Okay, I'm a work in progress. Okay, that's all.
Oh Lord, baby Jesus help me. Baby Jesus help me.
It's so bad because all I do is like half the time like I don't even know what I'm about to say. Okay, I'm just as surprised as everyone else is as like what comes out of my mouth, bro. Like surprise, it surprises me too.
It's a me. All right. Flash, do you got anything for Whiskey before we let her on out of here?
No, I mean I'm gonna start using crotch goblin a lot more now. But
nah, man, semen demon. Semen demon, it's the way of life. Do you have anybody for raid actually, Flash, before we go into turtleism?
I mean Otto's live right now.
Auto's live? All right, we'll raid in the auto here. Let's go ahead. Let me pull up this turtleism. Actually, let me go ahead also. Wait, we get to ask a question? Yes, Paul, you can go ahead and ask a question if you would like. What do you have for Whiskey that you haven't already asked her before?
Copy, Pool. I'm hungry, bruh. Hungry. Hungry, and I got church bright and early in the morning.
That's fair too. We do got that. What do you got? Come on, Paul.
He's really thinking.
Wait, church. Okay, fine. I'll make it easy. Okay, what? Oh.
Could have been easier if you typed it with that message, Paul. So you know. Favorite writer? Okay, I need intel on that. What do you mean? Like author or like songwriter?
Songwriter.
Okay. Oof, that's a good one. I'm gonna have to go with my papaw. Rollin. Ron Bennett Jr. Well, Jr. Bennett was like a stage name, but yeah, I have to go with him. My favorite song ever had to have been his song called "The Day My Best Friend Died," and it's about Jesus and all that stuff. And man, that song, golly, dude, that's a tearjerker. It's good. So I'm gonna have to say him, and then him and my mom probably is where it would be, and then obviously it'd be Whiskey Myers.
Ooh. Flash, do you have a favorite songwriter?
Oh shoot, dude.
Or probably favorite artist at this moment?
I'm drawing a blank on his name, dude. I don't even know. If I think of it, I'll tell you later. But I'm drawing a blank on his name.
Anyways, love you, Whiskey and Mama Whiskey. Keep it up. Aw. Adorable.
We love you. My mom still always asks about you, man. She's like, "How's Dad C and Rex doing? How are they?" So cute.
All right. Well, all right. So we're gonna go ahead and end this off with a turtleism. Today is coming as it's you versus you. Believe you can make it. Stay focused. Work hard, and you always make it happen. And that is Jason David Frank.
Period.
All right. Let me go ahead and put out Whiskey's links, which is her Kick account is there, along with her Twitter and Instagram. I did not add the SoundCloud like I thought I did, apparently.
Okay, it's fine. It's literally just AK47Whiskeyshott. It's all good.
All right.
All of them were recorded in my bathroom, my downstairs bathroom.
Really?
Yep, from my phone. Nothing fancy.
What is Otto's? He changed his fucking thing all the time. Oh, it's Otto.
It's like an auto rifle, something.
So it used to be different.
Waiting for me.
So Otto is playing Final Fantasy 13, it looks like. Everybody, y'all have a great time. Thank you so much for coming in. This is where myself, Flash, and Whiskey, we bid you adieu. We will see you next week. Goodbye. Good night. Bang.
My boyfriend fell asleep waiting for me.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. You didn't know.